There we go. Okay, so looking at the day labor marketplace, this is our version 1 build spec. All right, so we have a neutral job board that connects hospitality employers with day labor workers. It introduces the two sides. It never employs, pays, or vets anyone, which, as we mentioned many times before, is very important because we don't want to tread into the lane of a staffing agency. So the three inviolable rules are never employ or pay the worker, never charge the worker, stay a pure connector. All right. And the things that we're focusing on having within this app are going to be shift feed, pay shown up front, detail page, two-way ratings, post a shift form, bare minimum worker profiles, different tiers, three of them, a free tier, a starter tier, and a pro tier, featured and boosted listings. That's also very important when it comes time for us to start monetizing. So for now, the big things that we're not going to do, we're not going to take a cut of wages, no handling of payments, no vetting or guaranteeing, no scheduling of the work. The way we're going to build, the order, we're going to build the off, two different roles, so employer, employee, post and browse options, similar to, let's say, Craigslist back in the day, apply and apply and plus contact, ratings, tiers, gating, boost, free to find work, pay to be found faster. Okay, now that's the whole spec as they say in one sheet. Let's see. All right, so what we want to do is, before we move on, I'm going to say, hey, can we prototype so we can get a sense of how the app would look? This will help us to get a better gauge on the design. Please show a first draft visual and make it clickable. All right, so we're going to start with that. And while we wait, we're going to continue to think about exactly how we're going to design this. We have a lot of great ideas so far, but we're going to continue on. Excellent. All right, let's give it a few moments here. So yeah, folks, really excited. This is step one, and step one is probably the most intense because we got to make sure we get the foundation down proper. But we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. We're gonna mock it up, get some different prototypes before we build a single line of code. Even when we build, Claude Code is building, remember that. And this is the way you guys should go about building your own apps. You know, go through, ask Claude Code to give you a prototype. And we're going to mock it up until we see something we like. Then we'll start the build. All right, so can everybody see this right here? This gives us an example of how it would look to a team member that is looking to get a job opportunity in their local area. As you can see here, very, very plain, very basic. And see, as Claude Code says right here, the idea is we want to click through and feel the core loops. All right, and they're prompting to say, what are we looking for? Colors, warmth, feel. And this is where the community comes in handy. I'm going to rely on you guys to leave messages to kind of show what you think will make the app look better, better colors. This is the web mobile version. We'll also have an online web version as well. This is the mobile version. So let's see. Let's say, for instance, they need a dishwasher for the dinner rush between 4 and 10 p.m. today. Harbor Bistro is the name of the place. The employer has a ranking of 4.8. The pay is $18 an hour. So let's click on this and see. It tells us how far away it is, which is important. So we'll know how far away it is, the pay amount, and how it's being paid, cash. Let's see, busy waterfront. One thing I think we need to have it show is when the pay will be given. Because if I'm someone looking for work, it's great to know I'm getting paid $18 an hour. It's great to know I'm getting paid in cash, but I also want to know when I'm going to get paid. So that's one note we'll take and we'll put here. Can we add when the employer will pay the employee? All right, so yeah, that's something that's going to be absolutely very important. Let's see what else we need here. Fast-paced meal, apply for this shift. So yeah, you can apply for the shift, but I question if it'll be good if someone could ask questions. So let's ask here. Can we add question option for the employee? So that's two things. Anyone else see anything else they think we should add here? So we're looking through and trying to get a sense. And of course we need to add and make it look better as far as colors and graphics. That's usually stuff we add on last. But I'll also ask, say, hey, can we add on, make it look a little bit better as we go through? Can we make it more visually appealing? Maybe add some colors. All right. So based off of that, we'll get a good sense of what exactly it is that we can build into this app early on. All right. So now we're literally just building as we go. And if anyone has any questions, of course, feel free, leave them in the comments. We'll make sure we get to them. But this is what it's like when you're fast-paced building the app. And I tell you, it's one of the most exciting things to do, because especially when you get to see your app come together. So we're building out all the features. Then we'll go through and do a final pass where we actually build and actually debug it as well. So fun times, folks, very fun times. And now there's different ways to do this. You know, I'm teaching the most basic, straightforward way, but there's things called loops where we could add in where the AI will actually do more of the programming. We'll ask, you know, it'll ask and answer more of the questions in real time for you so you do less work. Also, there's a microphone option where we can actually speak out the prompts instead of typing it. But since this is a beginner's course, I want to keep it very bare bones minimum for the first few videos so we can go through and make sure everyone's up to speed. Then we'll get a little more fancy with it. All right, so let's see the next iteration. All right, so it looks better already, right? Now take a look at this. Notice how now the app is going to say paid the same day. When you'll be paid same day cash at the end of shift, direct from employer. Oh, that makes it so much easier. Now our customer, who is our employees, do not have to wonder and worry about how they will get paid. So that's a great thing. All right, so look, apply for shift, ask a question first. Send the question, is parking available? What's the dress code? Can I start 15 minutes late? So I'll tell you guys something else. Since we know these are the kind of questions folks ask, we're gonna prompt employers to include that when they first make the post. So I'm gonna go back here and say, hey, these are great questions. Is it possible we can require them out of employers when they post? And I'll just go through and do a quick copy paste of the questions. And I'll do that. And now, ChatGPT, Claude, they're prompting us for a few more questions, but at this point, we're still building, so we'll answer their questions in a moment. It's more important that kind of as we go, we get our questions out to get them answered and included in. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of opportunity to build this app as we go. And sometimes you don't know what you don't know, but you learn as you go. So here we go. Just building as we go. And this is a part of the process. Once again, I'll say again, we keep doing this. We keep doing this. And I'd rather do this for days than actually come back and miss something that's very important. So that's a lot of what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and stop this live stream for now, and we'll get back to it in a few moments.